Today we're heading to Dublin Castle in the heart of historic Dublin. Join us as we head inside for a self-guided tour of the state apartments. Check out the Dubhlinn Gardens, one of the oldest towers in the city, and a rotating exhibition. This is Magellan.
And this is Greyhound,
where we make videos about epic road trips, kayaking, hiking, and other outdoor adventures. Dublin Castle, constructed in the 13th century as a military fortress by King John, is now a government complex and a place of state ceremony. From the year 1204 until 1922, it served as a seat of English rule in Ireland until handed over to Michael Collins and the new Irish state. You can take a tour inside of the state apartments, which were constructed after a fire in 1684. Please note that only photos are permitted of the interior. The first notable spot you'll see is the Grand Staircase, built in 1749 and the first of its kind in Dublin. It is now used as a route for the various ceremonies that take place in the castle. This is the State Corridor, which provides access to many of the state reception rooms looking out into the main courtyard. If this looks like a nice reception room to entertain dignitaries or guests, it's because it is. The state drawing room features significant paintings, beautiful chandeliers, and furniture. This room, the throne room, used to be the center of ceremony in Ireland, where the viceroy would receive guests on behalf of the monarch, and later for the visits of King George IV, Queen Victoria, and King Edward VII. The walls in the portrait gallery are adorned with the viceroys during English rule, and this room also functions as a dining room for state receptions as well. This is the Wedgwood Room, named after the blue and white colors from Wedgwood pottery, and lit only by a small glass roof. And finally, this is St. Patrick's Hall, originally designed as the castle's ballroom, and later for the Knights of St. Patrick, whose flags you can still see hanging. You'll also see the beautiful ceiling work of Italian artist Vincenzo Waldre. These days, its primary function is for ceremony, including the inauguration of all 9 Irish presidents, as well as Parliament. Many dignitaries, such as JFK and Queen Elizabeth II, have been hosted here. Just a quick note about the castle. Some rooms undergo periodic maintenance. Just check the castle's website before your visit to avoid disappointment. Outside of the castle are the Dublin Gardens, which consist of a circular walkway around whose center is adorned with sea serpent shapes. You'll see a lot of people walking around and relaxing here. Underneath the gardens is a tidal pool in the River Pottle, a tributary leading under Dublin Castle to the River Liffey, called Dubhlinn, or the Black Pool, for which the city takes its English and international name. You can see where the two rivers meet if you take a tour on the River Liffey. The medieval tower, constructed during the reign of Henry III, and as of our visit, under construction, had many uses over time, such as the storing of records, armor, clothing, and treasure, and even kept prisoners. To the rear of the gardens is the Coach House Gallery, which when we went housed a temporary glass exhibition. It featured innovative pieces of glass from artists around the world. And that is Dublin Castle. Stay tuned for our guide on what to do in Dublin, and be sure to tune in when this trip's all released for a special full-length movie. We'll see you on the trails or in the water.